Welcome back. Real Pastors here again, talking movies. And today we are talking one of our most anticipated movies of the year. I believe we both mentioned this movie, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So that's right. My name's Gary, here with Efren. Efren, how you doing?
Doing good. Glad to be back on here doing a review
Mm-hmm.
of a new movie we were looking forward to. So very excited for it.
And today we are talking and reviewing Project Hail Mary,
Yes.
starring Ryan Gosling. And we went and saw it last night with some of our crew.
Hmm.
We added one to our entourage last night, and my brother-in-law Michael and some of his crew were behind us watching it as well. Packed
Hmm.
theater on opening night for Project Hail Mary, and I'll just get it started. I'm happy to say before I say too much, uh, expectations were met.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't really know what to expect. I know people are talking about, oh, the book. And I'm like, guys, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know this was a book. But the trailer looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a space story. You got, if he's from the trailer, you got some kind of alien there, and they're trying to save the Earth from dimming or something. And you're just like, it's all I need to know. Sounds great. So I was looking forward to it, and we mentioned this last night. With Ryan Gosling in it, pretty much carrying the whole movie as you see from the trailer. Good choice, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But
Yeah, real good choice. And yeah, I didn't know about the book until I saw the trailer, and then my brother-in-law Michael told me he read the book and said it was fantastic. I've not read the book. I'm just not a book guy, but
Yeah.
everybody keeps saying it's fantastic, and then the trailer just blew me away. And yeah, so let's get into it. Do you want
Yes,
to go first, or should I?
sir. I'll go first, and we'll
All
start
right.
things off and with the good. So I will say there is a lot of good here. There's a lot of things that happened in this movie that it just was paced well. I guess they told the story well. One thing that I did enjoy is that as the movie kicked off, it kicked off with him in the spaceship. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. But with him in the spaceship, and I was kind of like, how are they going to tell the story? Oh, it must be like flashbacks. And sometimes flashbacks are handled terribly. This one was handled well with the way they told the story. So to me, just the storytelling in and of itself was really, really good. As we said, Ryan Gosling, great choice. He needed to carry this movie, most of the movie, and he did a great job with it. I think you said it best, Gary, last night about how he's transitioned from the kind of movies he used to do to now. I'll let you elaborate on that. But he did a great job, and then even the alien was good. But this is one thing that I will say that, and I'll pull up this picture here if I can get it here in a second. Like this is pretty much what a lot of the movie was this right here.
Yeah.
You saw a whole lot of Ryan Gosling in a spaceship doing spacey things, but it worked. You'd think it would be boring, but it worked. So those are just a couple of the good things real quick that just stand out to me. I mean, a movie like this where it has to be character driven for it to work, and it was. If they focused on, I mean, it does have action, it does have some fun moments that I laughed quite a bit. But if it wasn't character driven, this movie would have failed.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So much good here. Ryan Gosling, like I said last night, I've become just a huge fan of his over the years from, Drive and other stuff he's done. First Man, I mean, just all kinds of things. But he was the perfect casting here. He carried
Mhm.
this movie. This was his Tom Hanks moment in Castaway,
Yeah.
and just completely, just the way he was written. He did a fantastic job. The dialogue was so good. His character was good. The pacing I thought was perfect,
Hmm.
and the flashbacks were handled incredibly well. A lot
Yeah.
of times that can take me out of a movie. Flashbacks can,
Yeah.
but this one I thought it handled really well. And there's things that you're trying to figure out because I didn't read the book. Like I said, you're trying to
Yeah.
figure out how he ended up where he is,
Hmm.
and then you're thinking, okay, the flashback will hopefully explain that, and it does. And yeah, so much good here. The dialogue, the pacing, and the storytelling, and Ryan Gosling was just fantastic in this, as he is in
Yeah.
everything. If you've never seen
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling in Saturday Night Live, check out some of his episodes on that because
Yeah.
he can do all kinds of stuff, drama.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that this is the same guy that made Drive, that was in Drive, just amazes me. So he's
Yeah.
becoming one of my favorites, which I never thought I'd say back in the Notebook and Remember the Titans days.
Yeah, I know, right? Remember, Titans had such a small role.
Mhm.
I mean, memorable. Everyone remembers his role in it. You know, if
Oh
you saw
yeah,
the movie. So
yeah. He was a
memorable role.
liability at cornerback.
Yeah, exactly. But still, like,
Yeah.
but going from that, and like you said, the Notebook. I mean, the Notebook is the reason why I was just like, another one of these guys that I kind of wrote off that I didn't realize could actually act. You know, the first guy that I can remember I did that with was Heath Ledger, but it took
Yeah.
the Joker for me to realize, oh, Heath Ledger can actually act. But
Yeah.
I digress. But this did a good job. And I know I'm not spoiling anything because of the trailers. The trailers actually, spoiled nonsense.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I thought worked well was the alien that he ends up working with. I was a little bit skeptical on that one because I was just kind of like, how are they going to handle this? You know, he's taking an alien in this very serious, trying to be grounded type of movie with science and stuff. And there's a little guy. I mean, you see him in the trailer. Unfortunately, yeah. I will say that was one thing I wish they would have hidden. But I wish they would have hidden a little bit more about it.
Yeah, that's my only bad is revealing this in the trailer. To be honest with you.
Yeah. I think it would have been better if they did that. But he ended up being like the alien. The alien had a lot of character. That's what also blew my mind. Is this little guy here had a bunch of character, and they did something interesting for them to communicate, which was fun, and so that was something that ended up working out really well, and I just thought was really good, but yeah,
to basically take a pile of rocks without a face and make you care about it. That tells you how well this was written and put together.
Yeah, and obviously this thing's got to be. I mean, unless they did it with puppets. If they did it with puppets,
they did.
Like, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was puppets and very little. There's a new thing that's like not CGI they used for this movie. I was listening to it last night, and talking about it, and it's just very fascinating how they shot this movie, and that was 100% puppet.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering. I was like, this has got to be a puppet, or this has got to be some of the best CGI I've ever seen. And yeah. I'm like, so I was struggling while watching the movie because I'm like, a lot of this looks like a really awesome puppet. So that explains a lot. But even then, which to me, okay, I'm going to say this, Gary, maybe you agree, maybe you don't. But a lot of times in these situations, when you have these puppeteers, why don't they ever get the credit they deserve for also having to act through this puppet? Because the way this puppet moved and the way, I mean, this, like I said, the alien moved and everything, like it made it so believable. It didn't have a face. So you really had to believe this thing through its movements and stuff like that, which is why I was like, if this is CGI, dang, they did a good job creating this. If it's a puppet, then the puppeteers did a really great job. And then you have Ryan Gosling having to act opposite this thing, whether it's nothing or a puppet. And these two things had to be nailed for this whole thing to work, and they nailed it.
It was the Andy Serkis conversation all over again. We always say he doesn't get enough credit. And I mean, whoever was operating this thing, whoever designed it, just did a phenomenal job. And I'll say more of the good. And I was sitting there, I was thinking, like, this movie was almost over last night, and you and I watched a lot of movies together. And I don't think there's ever been a movie where you and I and Grady, he was there with us. Shout out Grady, part of our entourage last night.
That's right.
I don't think there's never been a movie we have consistently laughed at more.
Yeah.
Like we laughed, like maybe Guardians 3,
maybe.
But this, like, I was like, man, this has been like one like laugh, but not in like a distracting type of way. You know what I mean? Like the laughs were done really well. I can't say how much I did this.
Yeah, pretty much every joke landed. And if a joke didn't land, it was probably because they backed it. It came on the back of another joke and you didn't hear it because everybody was laughing.
Which then makes it rewatchable.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. And I think that's part of it. I didn't expect it to be funny. I thought it was going to be serious.
Yeah.
And it ended up being hysterical, but they did it right because it wasn't like, oh, well, we got to stick jokes in this movie. No, like the jokes just came out naturally because of the relationship that the alien and Grace had, because Grace is his character's last name. So I don't remember his first name because it was constantly said Grace.
Ryland, that's what it was.
Ryland Grace, I think, yeah. And so, but so it was just out of this natural relationship. It just, and how it worked, just ended up being hilarious, which was great.
Yeah, and the humor was done really well. The awkward humor Ryan Gosling had, I saw a review on Letterboxd that I thought was hilarious. It said, "This is the review. My review of this movie is this is what happens when you accidentally become important in work and ruin your life.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
so, I don't know about you, but I don't have. I'll just be honest. I might be liking this too much. I don't know, but I don't have anything bad to say other than
Mhm.
maybe the trailer revealing the alien. Maybe that
Mhm.
would have taken. Maybe that's it. But as far as the movie itself, I don't have anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the trailer. I think the only reason why probably any of the bad would be because of the trailer. I think the trailer showed too much. Now there were plenty of things I like you don't really see coming. That it was just kind of like, oh, okay, like how he ended up getting in space.
Mhm.
Didn't see that coming. Um, and even kind of the ending of things that happened. Didn't see some of that coming. So I thought it was good. So there's still some surprise, but if they would have kept the alien aspect hidden,
Mhm.
especially for people like us who aren't reading the books,
Yeah.
like I think it would have added a lot more to the movie. I mean, even though we knew it was coming, the movie was still great. It
Yeah.
was just that would have been an extra layer. Would have been like, oh my gosh, they're actually doing this. How are they going to handle this? Like,
Mhm.
I think it would have given us more to hold on to, especially in a movie that's 3 hours, almost 3 hours.
240-ish.
Yeah, 240 ish.
One
And that's
bathroom break, folks. I had one bathroom break.
yes, he did. He did very well.
Tried not to, but
Gary's come a long way, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so with it being long, it would have been great to have that extra layer of suspense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to nitpick, but even the book people on Twitter who were so excited about this movie, they were saying they should not have revealed the alien in the
Okay.
like they were talking about how much better it would be for people like you and I who
Mhm.
didn't read the book. But yeah, I mean, Hollywood, take notes. Like, take a movie star like Ryan Gosling, put him in space. That's all you need.
Yeah,
Trailer,
I
tell
know.
a story. The mystery of what is that about?
Yeah,
It's enough
yeah.
for me, at
Because
least.
because especially us moviegoers, we're
Mhm.
already accustomed to anything can happen in space. Anything and everything will happen in space. So we're already on the edge of our seat because we're like, what's about to happen?
Mhm.
Now, space movies that don't capitalize on that suspense are the ones that bomb and completely suck. Like,
Yeah.
which I know I'm in the minority, but like Gravity, couldn't stand it. Thought it was dumb.
I didn't
I,
like
I,
that. Would
I
you
did not
like?
like that. And that's the first one that pops in mind, probably because it's the latest one in space that I didn't like. But there are others. There are plenty of others I've seen. I'm like, this is a travesty. Oh, there was one that came out a year or two ago. I don't remember the title. That's how bad it was.
Mhm.
But that one was bad too. But they really leaned into it. But yeah, but just leave all that suspense stuff in there. I mean, you already set up a world in the movie where they already mentioned they're like maybe aliens can't exist because not everything has to be this, and which I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil part of the plot. But yeah, I just think they shouldn't have spoiled that. And I'm weird, Gary. I don't know about you, but like where this was such a slow burn at the beginning, I was kind of like I liked it, but then I was kind of like, man, I liked it for me. I don't know if I liked it for other people in the sense that like I hope people don't check out and don't like this movie because it's too slow. If that makes sense.
See, I didn't. That's what I was thinking about last night and then this morning. Like, I didn't think it was a slow burn at all. I think if anything, when he finds I don't want to spoil anything, but he finds the other ship. Maybe
Mhm.
that took a little too long, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it was so visually stunning that I was still immersed in it. But
Yeah.
I thought it was paced really well. So I hopefully not. Like I said, if you're going to see this movie, just know it's a longer movie and just enjoy it. Sit, and if you don't
Mhm.
like it, you don't like it. It's all subjective. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that. It's just I just think of a casual moviegoer
yeah,
may not enjoy this movie because it's a slower burn. Where
Mhm.
guys like us, we're like, no, we need this time
Mhm.
to invest in the character to figure. Like, I like it when we're figuring things out with the characters in the
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
and that's what this movie is. You're figuring things out with them,
Yeah.
with him, and so I think that's great. I think it's a great way to keep your audience engaged. But I just wonder, typical casual moviegoer who wants to just turn their brain off for 90 minutes and bounce. I don't know how they're going to handle this movie.
Yeah. I think it's necessarily like, you don't turn your brain off in the sense of like the science stuff. I don't think it tried to go over your head too much,
Mhm.
But I think to avoid that is really pay attention to the dialogue. Really pay attention to why they're doing what they're doing. Really pay
Mhm.
attention to the beginning, like why Ryan Gosling is the way he is, and
Yeah.
then I think you'll start to appreciate, and you'll catch the humor and the lightheartedness of it. It'll make you
Yeah.
appreciate it more. I think that's the issue. Is like if you're paying attention to the dialogue of this movie, I don't think you'll find it slow. Just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. If you're paying attention, yeah, you shouldn't find it slow.
Yeah.
But like I said, but this is me also like on the bad trying to like, is there like there's got to be something bad, right? And that's kind of the nitpicks, I guess.
Yeah.
Which was more the trailer, and then maybe just that slow burn might not work for everyone.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you know, as we keep going, like moving on, like with the pastor side of things, and maybe this is where people can hold on to. Maybe if you hear our review and you hear this is a fantastic redemption story,
Mhm.
and like really, really fantastic redemption story. And I can't say too much without spoiling. So I will say from the pastor side of things, that's where I'm just like, I love that this is a redemption story. I feel like people really need to lean into this because it could probably encourage a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Redemption story, and it's putting others first. That's all I'll say without spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
Putting others before yourself. That is shown tremendously well in this movie.
Yeah. Yes. And unfortunately, can't say too much there because
I know it's like, yeah.
if we say anything else, we're spoiling it for you. And we want you to go to the theater and watch this thing.
Yeah.
Find the biggest screen possible if you can.
Yeah. I'm really tempted to break the bank and go see it in IMAX.
Yeah.
We're AMC A-listers, Efren and I, and
Yep.
we don't have an IMAX one close, so I'd have to go to
Yeah.
Regal and pay for it. But I don't know. I'm tempted.
Yeah. It's hard when you already got the A-list. I know.
Here's what I do. Every time I add it to my card on my Regal app, and then I see the price. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Price is ridiculous. So moving on to the dad, as we always do, I will say, I mean, there's really no nonsense in this. I mean,
No.
it's PG-13 for a reason. It's a lot of suspense.
Mhm.
There's a lot of action sequences and things, and some things might freak kids out. But like, I mean, I wouldn't take younger kids like under 10,
Yeah.
well, under 11. I don't know. I wouldn't take younger. If they're elementary school, I probably wouldn't take them because I think they get bored.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Because my son, who's 8, almost 9, really wants to see this. And
Yeah.
he asked me before I left. He said, "Let me know if I can watch it, Dad. Let me know if I can watch it." And I came home last night and I said that I was like, I think you'd really like certain aspects of it, like the back and forth.
Yeah.
He would really enjoy, but leading up to that, I think he would kind of tune out. So I told him, I was like, "Let's wait a little bit. I think you'll appreciate it more when you're a little older." And he just goes, "Okay, so 10."
Yeah.
I've trained
Yeah.
him well. He's like to 10. So I think my daughter I might take her. I don't know yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
no nonsense. I think there may have been, and I wasn't even sure if I heard it right. There's maybe one F word where he was bouncing around when the gravity went off, but I don't even know if I
Yeah.
heard it right. But it was so faint. Like, I mean, no other language, nothing. This is a family safe movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like I said, I barely remember any language, if any at all. It must have been so scarce that I just don't remember. Same with you. Like, like I said, nothing, not even remotely close to nonsense. I mean, you do see, the only thing you really see is probably like that you might want to worry about with your kids is dead bodies.
Yeah.
But that's, and I'm not spoiling much of anything. So like, that's all you see. And so like, yeah, I just, but like I said, I think most kids will be bored. Your teenagers, if you got teenagers, make it a family night. Y'all will love it.
Yeah. I'm going to take the wife to see it. I think Megan would really enjoy this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I told Katie the same thing. I was like, I think you'll really like this. You should.
Oh yeah. We're going to double. Yeah. It's good.
That's right. We need to.
Yep. Are you ready to rate this thing?
Yeah. I am. For some reason, I cannot find our, oh wait, found them. Okay. I was looking for our rating system. I found them. My bad.
We got, especially with this movie, we have to have.
I know, we've got to have it. This is one of those that I like it when we disagree, but I doubt we will. So let's see.
I mean, I'm sitting. So you want me to go first? You want to go first?
I think you should go ahead and go first.
Okay. So how I grade a movie is, am I engaged in it while I'm watching it? Am I looking at my watch or whatever? I didn't do that once in this movie. I enjoyed every bit of it. The dialogue, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was heartfelt. and it's going to be extremely rewatchable. And towards the end, maybe it had a few Lord of the Rings endings, but they all stuck. So that kind of made me want to go a little lower. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's getting my hats off rating of 5.
There you go. Hats off rating of 5.
Best movie I've seen so far this year is this was the first one of my most excited movies, and I'm happy to say it kicked off the season really well for me. And this year has a chance to be a historic year for movies, and Project Hail Mary started off really well. So hats off rating for me. We're going 5.
Yeah, so he's going 5. Remember, we're out of 5. We got to pick whole numbers. So I went back and forth a lot, just trying to think, because I, like you, Gary, I'm always like, I don't want to hand out 5s too hastily and things like that, and it's just like, so you want to be able to set a certain standard. But I just tried from last night to today, and I really, really tried to find reasons to knock this thing down, and I couldn't. I keep it at 5 as well.
So okay, we'll go 5.
Yeah, I think we both go 5. Like, this is, and for me, when I say 5, I mean, this is darn near a masterpiece. Like, this is really, really good. This is what Hollywood needs to focus on. This is how you make movies, right?
Yeah.
Like if you just want to make this a good movie, I just think of how, I love my comic book movies. I love my Star Wars. I love all my nerdy stuff. But it's really, really nice to have a self-contained movie that is just a movie on its own, and it doesn't need to rely on anything else, like any other movies that came before it or setting up anything else. It's just, here is our movie. Yeah. And I think that actually ends up helping it even more, because your whole focus is on this one movie. You don't have all these other distractions of what came before and what needs to come after. Mm-hmm. And I think it really helped it. And it was great. You may nitpick with the ending. I know Little Lord of the Rings, but at least it made sense.
So I'm glad you said that about the friend, it being a standalone, because that thought kept me from taking it to a 4, because it was like, this is our only story. We're just going to wrap it all up right here. Here it is. So I was like, okay. So that made me understand, okay, this is why it wrapped everything up with a nice bow.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It was nice to have that, just kind of like, here it is, And I highly recommend, go see this movie. If you're not a big movie goer, casual, that's fine. But this is a great, great movie to go check out and get back to the theater. Everybody in our theater had a blast last night. And this is one of those movies, like, I'm thinking about movies as a kid. I remember going to see Apollo 13 with my brother and mom, and I remember going to see different movies. I could go on and on, but I remember seeing this with you and Grady and Michael and his crew behind us last night. I remember the lady in front of us who was laughing hysterically the entire time. Yeah. That lady enjoyed. That lady's going to go 100 out of 100. She laughed at everything. But,
everything.
Remember that? But,
everything. She was having a great time.
It's very heartfelt, and check this movie out. Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, really, really good. This movie, Gary, when I was thinking about it, I was like, my favorite movie from last year was F1. Mm-hmm. And this was just like, this is the F1 of 2027.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. And so, and that's why I was like, it has to have 5. Absolutely love this movie. Like, I know we have other movies we're looking forward to, like Dune 3 and and Doomsday, and I don't know. I know we had a lot that we talked about. I mean, The Odyssey. Like, there's all these movies that are probably going to be really great, but I know for a fact this one is going to be fighting for favorite of 2026 for me.
Yeah. My prediction for me personally is, when we come back here in December, I'm going to be trying to decide between this and Disclosure Day. That's just my prediction.
Oh, yes, another one. Yeah.
And then you got Dune 3 wrapped in there. So, but we'll see. It's going to be a busy year, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's going to be a very busy year. But even like I said, Dune 3, it's attached to something. It's part of a trilogy. That'll be a different conversation.
There we go. Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday attached to something. Spider-Man attached to something. Yep. Odyssey standalone. Disclosure Day, maybe not. We said there were theories.
There's rumors going around.
There's rumors. It may not be standalone.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So go see this movie. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Did you see this movie? Let us know what you thought. What is your rating? And thanks for joining us here on Real Pastors.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.